what this represents?
Tell us, sir.
Maybe it's the calm before the storm.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world?
Another GMS signs of the times through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. You're going to say BARAK the YAHAWAH, BARAK the YAHAWASHI, BARAK the YAHAWAH, BARAK the YAHAWASHI. As you can see in the world, everything that's going on in the world, the current events that's going on in the world matches up with the Bible prophecy. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about how this devil white man is trying to get mind control over all the people. And how he's doing it through his witchcraft and through his sorceries, like the scriptures say, in the book of Isaiah, man. And one of his many tools that he liked to swing, or his one that he liked to swing, is what? His social media and his basically his news and his television box and Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram, all that and whatnot, man. All those things are nothing but precursors in developing the people to get ready to have their minds controlled over. It's going to be through this RFID chip, man. So we're going to grab a couple articles, drop these scriptures, and close them out. Let's go, bro. Let's drop this one first.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Yep.
And that man of sin be revealed.
Talking about Esau, the so-called white man, the Edomite in the Bible. That's what it's talking about. The only way that our kingdom is going to be established, the Negro, Latino, Native American man under YAHAWASHI, is if the white man kingdom goes down. That's a necessary. That's how it's written in stone, you know. And this white man got to be revealed for who he is, man. So now we find out this dude trying to play the Most High. He's trying to play God, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
The son of perdition, the son of destruction. Now his social media sites, his all these different forms of social media ain't nothing but straight up destruction to the minds of the people, making them lazy, making them dependent, keeping them depressed, keeping them down. And it ain't nothing but the development of how when that RFID chip is in you, you're gonna be the same way, man. Let's go, bro.
It says, verse 4, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God,
yeah,
or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And that's what that social media is, because that social media, when you look up the information on that, that ain't doing nothing but storing all the information, all the data from everybody with their personal profiles into a database, one big database, and they got all the information on you.
Yep.
And that's where the RFID chip come in at, because they gonna swipe your tag. All the information of anything you ever did is gonna pop up on the screen.
Yep.
You know? Because that's this white man trying to play who? He trying to play the Most High.
That's why, like with these new devices, they're pushing the facial recognition. Like with the Snapchat, they have a feature where there's facial recognition.
Yep.
And when you do Facebook and Instagram, it's FBI.
Yep, that's right.
FBI,
remember back
man.
in 2000 when the apostles put the decree not to get on Facebook?
Yep.
The FBI had bought Facebook a couple months later, man.
Yep. Yep.
You know? It's all set up. Now let's jump to that article, all right?
This is an article on bigthink.com. It says, social media has been without
this is from October what?
This is from October 30th, 2017. It's fairly recent. It says, the title is, How Social Media Profits from Our Moral Emotions.
See that? How social media profit from our moral emotions. Because you got people that get on the social media like this dude Tyrese, and fucking start spilling out his fucking mind, man. So now this database got everything that a human nature is because of social media. And then you see the most craziest things on social media. You know, like this one guy, Nature Boy, talking about he let his son grab his penis. You know what I mean? After he get done popping his woman. The most craziest things you ever seen, what did you see him over? Over social media, man. Go on fucking World Star, you'll see it, man. You know, and Esau set it all up. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, social media has been without a doubt one of the biggest explosions in connectivity in human history. That's the good part. The bad part is that the minds of the people within these companies have manipulated users into an addictive cycle.
You see that? Have manipulated user into an addicted cycle. When you get the RFID chip, Esau's gonna have a planned out cycle for you. And what is that cycle rules gonna be based off? They got it over there in Georgia. The Georgia Guidestones. Basically writing his own 10 commandments, basically, man. That's this devil white man for you right there. And it's to make these people addicted. That's how he gonna get you. That's how he gonna get you people with the RFID chip. He gonna make you addicted to it. He gonna make you want it. Just like I was hearing about this experiment. The Apostle Gabar was bringing it out. The experiment with the frog in the pot. He put the frog in a pot with the water, and then set the pot on the stove, but put the fire on low. The frog think it's safe until the fucking heat of the fucking pot start getting hot, and then it's too late. It's too late. You dead already. You done. And that's how Esau gonna come with that RFID chip, and he already getting you susceptible to it just off of the use of social media. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, you're already familiar with it. Post content, receive rewards, likes, comments, etc. But the staggering of the rewards is the habit-forming part. And the reason most moderately heavy social media users check their apps or news feeds some 10 to 50 times a day.
Yeah, 10 to 50 times a day. These people are down on their phone, car accidents. You got bitches on the YouTube, fucking dancing and shit on their phone, bah! Getting a car accident. And this was all set up by the elites, man. This is all set up with them to keep you dumbed down, to keep you under a mind control. Go ahead, Doc.
And to add to the problem, these algorithms have been strengthened to show you more and more outrageous content.
See that? Hey, watch next. Watch. These following weeks, we're gonna see more and more shit that's gonna make you like, what the? Why did he think to do that, or whatever? You know? Why did she do that? You know what I mean? Go ahead, Doc.
Because like you mentioned earlier, they want those rewards, those likes and those comments.
Yeah, because I seen a dude on there putting hot sauce in his eye. I'm talking about not one drop, and then looking in the camera, screaming this. I'm like, damn. And then you got these, because you got now Esau's playing off the mass of the people with internet celebrities, man, like Boom Gang and Fat Boy and all the rest of these weirdos, you know.
It says, and to add to the problem, these algorithms have been strengthened to show you more and more outrageous content. It genuinely depletes your ability to be outraged by things in real life. For instance,
it's separating you from real life, man. It's separating you from what reality is. That's why a person can get on social media and be a wholly, totally different person. But then you meet them in person, they all timid and their ego is across the social media, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, it genuinely depletes your ability to be outraged by things in real life. For instance, a sexual predator for a president. Molly Crockett posits that we should all be aware of the dangers of these algorithms and that we might have to start using them a lot less if we want to have a normal society.
You see that right there? But now let's jump to that other article right there, bro. Let's jump to Revelation. That was just on the social media, man. How Esau using that mind control through social media and gathering up information on you people, man. And that's how the RFID chip is coming. Let's drop the scripture in RFID real quick, man. Revelations.
This is Revelation 13. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
They receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads. Now, when it says forehead, it ain't literally somebody just walk around with a little, you know, a little lump on their forehead because of RFID chip in there. Nah, Esau trying to put it in your brain. Because the first scripture we dropped was what? He trying to play the Most High, right? When he put that thing in your brain, we're going to go into an article showing how they going to try to mind control you, man. Just like they practicing it using the social media.
All both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yeah.
That no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
That's right. You ain't going to be able to buy or sell without this mark. Because that's the new society that they're bringing forth. The new way of trade. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, brother. Jump down to where it says mind control test. The dawn of the microchip mind control. You know, and that's what these people don't know. Esau always got a hidden agenda about what he's trying to do. Just like I've been watching this show called The Hundreds. In this show, it shows you that they're giving these dudes the chip. They call it the chip. And when they take that chip, they see some type of AI woman that you can't see unless you take the chip, controlling their mind. She got total control over these people and making them do what she wants them to do, man. You know, let's go, bro.
This is from thecommonsenseshow.com. It says, the dawn of microchip mind control. It says, the most important bullfight in history. It says, in the 1960s, Spanish neurologist Jose Delgado was involved in a net-worthy bullfight. Without any real bullfighting training, he bravely stepped into the ring with the very dangerous and deadly bull.
See, this is back in the 1960s. They've been practicing this for years, man. This guy wasn't even a bullfighter, but he stepped in the ring with a vicious bull. Why? Go ahead, bro.
It says, however, Delgado had a secret weapon.
He had a secret weapon. What was his secret weapon? It's gonna tell you. Go ahead.
He had previously implanted a radio-equipped electrode, which was implanted into the bull's limbic system.
See that? He put a fucking chip or some type of device to control the mind of this bull. Now, mind you, like the scriptures say, do the Most High care for oxen? Do Esau care for that bull, the chip bulls? This is on a bigger purpose. We're talking about he want to chip the humans, man. He want to chip all these people out here. They don't even know. You go ahead, Ak.
It says, which he called stimulsievers. Delgado subsequently demonstrated that he could manipulate an organism's mind and body via remote control technology.
Bam! So when that RFID chip get put in you, Esau gonna be able to type in whatever emotion on the computer and you're gonna do it. Like the movie RoboCop. You know? Because he caused all both small and great, rich and poor to receive a mark in their forehead, man. Or in their hand, man. When you read in verse 15 of chapter up, it says he trying to get everybody to worship the image of the beast. Go ahead, Ak.
It says, thus all the bull charged an invasive electrical signal penetrated the bull's limbic system, and the bull calmly broke off the attack in mid-charge.
Yeah, you see that right there? He wasn't scared. He never had a bull fight in his life, but he didn't care because he had something in that brain of that bull. And he was controlling and manipulating that bull. Just like the RFID chip is going, what they trying to do with that chip, man. And you can't be like, far-fetched. Come on, though. The so-called white man having everybody on the planet Earth tricked is far-fetched. Nobody don't know who they are no more. I don't see no nation walking around like I'm Edom or I'm Moab. No, they're calling themselves Chinese and all other type of stuff, man. Why? Because a so-called white man that went that far to deceive the whole planet Earth, man. So this ain't far-fetched that he's trying to control you through through microchipping you, man.
Quick, he shows you that in nowadays where he'll open up a person's brain like an old war veteran,
Right.
might have his limb blown off or arm blown off, right? And he'll put a chip in their brain, you know, and he'll sew it all up, and then it'll happen to where he connect that chip to a certain area of the person's brain that controls the arm or whatever. But he'll put like a fake arm or a fake leg on the person so they can then control it. You know, then press a couple buttons on the computer, and he'll be able to move his his stuff around. You know, so how much more he put that brain in your chip, he'll control your emotions.
Yeah. He already does it with frequencies.
Right.
He already does that. And radio, what is the RFID chip acronym stand for? Radio frequency identification. So he could send 4 frequencies through the damn chip, man. You know? And then what's it? Everything he saw do, everything is for weaponry, his weaponry.
They show you in that movie Kingsman.
Yeah.
He was able to control everybody.
Oh,
Put them all in
real.
rage.
Yeah. So this is a current event going on in the world, man. And it's fit right with Bible prophecy, man.
And he knows too, he studied the brain and know what, all right, this part of the brain controls this part of the brain controls that, you know?
Show you in that movie, the one recent one we just seen, when they was dying, they was flatliners. Ooh, show you that in flatliners that they know the brain, man. You know? You got something?
This is Ezekiel 28:2. Son of man, to the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am the Most High, I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not the Most High.
Yeah, so you are a man. You are a man. You ain't the Most High. You can't control. You wasn't allotted to control the creation of the Most High. You didn't even create it. You know, you're trying to take the Most High's creation and make it your own. Come on. So why ain't this white man? Why can't this white man be in slavery for 1,000 years and he doing shit like that? And what nation on the planet Earth have ever did this with the white man's pulling? None. You know?
It says, yet thou art a man, and not the Most High.
Right.
Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Verse 3, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. That's what we're going to. Yeah, that's what we're going to, about him being wiser than Daniel. He has all these technological advances that he's come up with, you know. And he's able to use technology and implement it with the human's biology to be able to help that person or control things, you know, in that person's mind. You know?
Knowledge have increased.
Right. So you ain't the Most High. You know, you ain't even close. Go ahead.
It says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures.
Yeah, that's right.
By thy great wisdom.
And that's how he's doing it, man. It's like now, it's gold and silver ain't enough for him. He want all the human race kind. That's his gold and his silver in his mind now. He trying to find himself getting back at the Most High, man. So now you got the judgment that you're gonna get a judgment that no nation is gonna receive on the planet forever. You know. That's why.
Let's jump back to the article, and then jump down to where it says, let's start the However in 1968, and then we'll close it out after this.
It says, back to the article, it says, intrigued by his work, Delgado was invited to teach and be a guest lecturer at such prominent universities such as Harvard and Yale.
You see that right there? This dude doing this shit, he saw like, oh snaps, I see something there. You know? You know what I mean? So he invited this dude to Yale and Harvard University to do his presentations there, man. Go ahead.
It says, however, in 1968, Delgado went to work at the Stanford Research Institute, and this is where much of his research trail grows cold. We now know that SRI was a CIA front and was connected to the MK Ultra experiments.
You see that right there, man? He saw something else, man. This dude with his higher grouping and institutions, man, it's all for his benefits to control the people, man. He gonna enforce the RFID chip in his final go round. Let's jump down to it, bro, when it says in cats and monkeys.
It says, in cats, monkeys, wolves, and even humans, he repeatedly demonstrated that he could control emotion and ultimately behavior.
You see that? This is in 1960. We're what, 50 years later? Technology then went rampant. So you telling me this RFID chip don't got this technology in it? You know, you don't think Esau trying to play the Most High?
Yeah, you don't think he perfected it?
You don't think, yeah. He ready to drop it too. You know?
Let's go with that.
It said in one experiment, Delgado stimulated the temporal lobe of a 20-year-old epileptic woman while she was calmly playing a guitar. In response, she flew into a rage and smashed her guitar against the wall, narrowly missing a researcher's head. Perhaps the most medically promising finding was that stimulation of a limbic region.
See that they got this. The scriptures say he inquires a diligent search in Psalm 64 and 6. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Strong enough in some cases to counteract depression, physical pain.
And that's how that's how the devil gonna come at you. If you take this, I'm telling you, you'll feel nothing. Just like in that movie that showed the hundreds I was talking about earlier. When you took that chip, saying that you feel no more pain and all that. And that's exactly what happened. So when they was taking the chip, what was going down though, the AI, the artificial intelligence of the chip, was erasing their memories on pain. And that's how they was taking away the pain, man. See, but being a devil though. But then, it was an incident where a girl was trying to get out of it. And what happened was the AI would release them, he would block out everything and just release the memories of pain. So the person start bugging out and shit, thinking they going through the reoccurring events. Just repeating the memory and they thinking they going through it. Watch what Esau do, man. Esau ain't no man.
And the scripture's saying that his mouth, the word was in his heart.
Yeah. Let's jump down to the lesson is clear, bro, right after the bottom of that video. We gonna get it on that.
Right, it says, the lesson is clear. Embedded chips can turn normal people into crazed killers.
Where did the word even chip come in there at? Embedded chips. RFID chip. Can make people crazy, man. Go ahead,
And it can take crazed killers and turn them into passive beings. Interestingly, the most famous graduate of the MK Ultra program was the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski.
You see that right there? So that's what you saw trying to pull with this RFID. You got a quick one, bro? If not, let's drop the Revelations again. See, you saw. Hey, matter of fact, go to 2 Corinthians real quick. They said we're not ignorant.
I think that's 2.
2 and 11.
2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
We ain't ignorant of what this devil got. So what we tell you to do, to not take the RFID chip and get right with YAHAWASHI, man. That's what I encourage you to do, because that's the only way out of this thing. All right? Or you're going to be stuck under Satan's devices, the so-called white man's devices, man. Yeah, that was it. You can jump back to the beginning.
This is Revelation 13 and 16 again. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
So now you understand, it ain't just about taking that chip and then skip to my loot. No, man, this dude is trying to be the Most High. He's trying to get total control over the people, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
We know who pushes that number. Edomites, the so-called white man, that's his favorite number. You know, these elite banking families. So with that, man, you got anything up? Hey, with that, man, just Jim at Signs of the Times, current events, what's going on in the world. So with that, we're going to close out. Say, BARAK YAHAWAH.
BARAK YAHAWAH.
BARAK YAHAWASHI.
BARAK YAHAWASHI.
Shalom, Makim. Shalom.